Sarcopenia, the silent and ruthless enemy of old age, creeps into our lives like a wordless shadow, slowly gnawing away at the muscle strength we once took pride in, strength that carried us through the vibrant days of youth. It leaves behind trembling legs, no longer as steady as before, as if each step is a harsh challenge weighing down the heart with a sense of helplessness. Fragile arms, once outstretched to embrace love, now tremble just to reach for a glass of water, a painful reminder that time has etched its mark deeply into the body. And deep within the soul, a quiet fear begins to rise, the fear of losing independence, of losing the ability to care for oneself, of losing oneself within the very home that once brought comfort. Sarcopenia is not just a disease, it is a sorrowful story, a silent journey that every elderly person must face, where each muscle fiber that was once a symbol of pride now becomes a symbol of fragility, forcing us to confront the reality that aging is not just a number, but a series of losses that the heart does not easily accept. It is a process that unfolds in silence, like a quiet thief in the dark night, leaving no trace until everything has been taken: strength, confidence, and even the sense of safety within one's own body. There are no warning signs, no whispered alerts, no pain ringing like a bell to help us prepare, only the quiet, ruthless erosion of time gnawing away at every muscle fiber, every bit of energy that once pulsed so powerfully within us. Um, but the consequences are clear, harsh, and undeniable. Unsteady steps on a familiar staircase, once climbed with firm strides and no hesitation, now become a challenge that quickens the heartbeat with fear, each footstep a gamble with the body's fragile balance. A sense of helplessness rises, weighing down the spirit when we try to rise from a familiar chair, the chair where we once laughed with family, once rested after long days. Now, even that simple act becomes a difficult battle, revealing that the body is no longer the trustworthy companion it once was. And then the falls come more frequently, without reason, like sudden blows from fate, knocking us down not just physically but emotionally, stirring the fear that one day we may not be able to get back up, that the freedom and independence we once proudly held may now exist only as distant memories, fading in the relentless flow of age. Like a harsh reminder that time waits for no one, unyielding, relentless, and never pausing for even a second to let us adjust or prepare for the changes it brings. A universal law of life, where each passing day is an invisible blade carving into our bodies, stealing away bits of strength and fragments of freedom we once believed would always be ours. Time, like a cold judge, indifferent to our regrets, unmoved by our longing to hold on to youth, quietly delivers its verdict, leaving behind a lingering sense of helplessness and the dull ache of realizing that what once came easily is now a distant luxury. Yet, amidst the darkness of this decline, where fear and fragility seem to fill every corner of the soul, a light of hope still flickers, small but full of life, like a warm flame in the frozen silence of winter's night. That light comes from the simplest things, the ones we often overlook in our hurried lives. It lies in the meals we choose each day, meals that seem to merely fill our stomachs, but are in fact precious remedies, quiet companions carrying within them the miraculous power to heal, to rebuild, and to reignite the fire of vitality within a body weary from the years. Every spoonful of food, every nutritional choice, is a promise that we can still hold on to part of our destiny, that we can still find light within the darkness, and that no matter how ruthless time may be, we can still rise, not through the muscle strength of our youth, but through persistence and a fierce belief in ourselves. Imagine a diet that is more than just daily meals to nourish the body or soothe hunger. A natural remedy, a miraculous energy gifted by nature, quietly yet powerfully healing the damage time has left on our bodies. These are not merely dishes to fill the stomach, but silent companions carrying the strength to restore every weakened muscle fiber, every ounce of strength lost through the long, relentless years of life. Picture that feeling when each spoonful becomes a dose of medicine, gently flowing into every cell, regenerating muscle, breathing life into weary tissues, so they may once again become firm, become strong, as if promising that age cannot take everything away. And from that recovery, confidence awakens. Not the confidence of youth, but the grounded assurance of a soul that has weathered many storms, now able to walk steadily once more, no longer unsteady, no longer afraid of stairs or long paths ahead. It is the confidence to reach out to the world around, with hands no longer trembling or hesitant, but strong, ready to embrace love, ready to grasp the opportunities that life still lays before us. Such a diet is not merely nourishment, it is a journey of rebirth, a quiet but meaningful revolution where each meal is a step forward, each choice a declaration that we can still live fully, still love, still enjoy this world despite the marks time has left upon us. So imagine it and let those meals become guiding lights, bringing not just physical strength, but also renewed faith and hope in a meaningful life, where every step, every outstretched hand is proof that we are still alive, still fighting, and still loving life more than ever. That is the power of nutrition, a silent yet potent companion, a friend who does not clamor for attention or flaunt its presence, but quietly resides in every meal, in each small choice, becoming a steadfast shield, an invisible force that helps the elderly resist the relentless ravages of time. Nutrition is not merely calories or dry nutrients listed on a label. It is a symbol of life, a gentle promise that no matter how harsh the years may be, we can still find light to continue our journey. It stands there, silent but resolute, like a loyal soldier, always ready to defend the body against the crashing waves of aging, against the cold winds of physical decline, and the dark shadows of loss brought by time. Brown rice, with its sustainable energy, is not just a simple dish. It is a continuous stream of vitality, like a fresh, endless spring that nourishes the body hour by hour, day by day, helping the elderly stay agile and unwavering in the face of life's challenges. Quinoa, packed with perfect protein, is a gift from nature, a precious gem holding within it the essential nutrients to rebuild muscles, to awaken the latent strength in every cell, helping the body not merely survive but rise again, like an ancient tree that continues to sprout leaves despite enduring countless harsh winters. And then walnuts and blueberries, rich in antioxidants, appear like tiny but fearless warriors, fighting tirelessly to shield the body from harmful agents, from the wounds left behind by time. They help protect muscles, uplift the spirit, and ensure that each passing day is not just about surviving, but about truly living a life full of purpose and meaning. Nutrition, with all it offers, is more than a friend. It is a miracle, a radiant light amid the darkest days, a reminder that no matter how ruthless time may be, we can still hold on to strength, still find joy, and still live a life worth living, with all the power and love that our hearts continue to long for. Or those tiny flax seeds, humble yet rich in nutrients, tiny gems that seem unremarkable among the multitude of everyday foods, yet conceal a wondrous power, a treasure trove of nutrition bestowed by nature itself, leaving us in awe of creation's subtle genius. Though small in size, they carry within them the spirit of resilient warriors, untiring, unyielding, ever ready to enter the battle against bodily decline, against the long, etched scars that age leaves on every muscle fiber. They are silent soldiers, needing no trumpet call nor waving banners, quietly reinforcing muscle strength, nourishing each fiber from within, like a gentle yet resolute companion, ensuring the body does not fall under the harsh current of time. With their anti inflammatory properties, they serve as invisible shields, guarding muscles from chronic damage, from lingering aches, from subtle signs of deterioration we often ignore, offering a sense of ease, a renewed belief that our bodies can still be strong, still endure. Each flaxseed, though minuscule, is a pledge to stand guard, to protect each muscle fiber from disintegration, from the risk of losing agility, of losing the freedom to walk, to reach out and touch the dreams still unfinished. They are symbols of resilience, proof that even in the fragility of old age, we can find strength. We can still hold on to hope, and we can still live a meaningful life with these tiny warriors walking beside us on the journey, bringing light into the darkest days of decline. In addition, fresh cheese and Greek yogurt with their slow digesting protein appear as gentle friends, quietly embracing the body through long nights of sleep, offering persistent, deep nourishment like a cool stream flowing endlessly, ensuring that muscles are protected and restored in every peaceful moment of the night. They are not in a hurry, not loud, but gently release valuable nutrients bit by bit like a whisper of love, ensuring that the body is not neglected, not weakened, even when we sink into dreams, where time seems to stand still, but the ravages of age never cease. Meanwhile, fatty fish and lean meat enter like powerful warriors, bringing abundant energy, like the bright sunlight in the midst of a cold winter day, ready to strengthen muscles not only to survive, but to thrive, challenging all the limits of age. They are the perfect protein sources, fuel for every muscle fiber, every cell, helping the body not just hold firm, but rise, like an old tree still sprouting new buds despite enduring many seasons of cold winds. Each piece of fatty fish, each piece of lean meat is a promise that strength still remains, that muscles can still be firm, that legs can still walk steady, and hands can still reach far to embrace the loves of life. They are not just food, but companions, resilient soldiers, fighting alongside us against the ravages of time, bringing not only physical strength, but also a fierce belief that old age is not the end, but a new journey, where we can still live fully, love, passion, and savor every moment with all the strength and confidence that the heart still longs for. Each meal is an opportunity, a door that opens to hope, a precious moment for us to seize and transform into strength, into belief, into a powerful declaration that we will not surrender to age, that we will not let time and the limitations of the body define our lives. It is not just about filling the stomach, not just about the moments spent at the dining table, but about an action full of meaning, a silent yet fierce battle where every spoonful of food is a sharp arrow aimed directly at weakness, and every nutritional choice is a solid shield protecting the body from the cold winds of the years. It is a proud declaration, resonating from the depths of the heart, that we can still maintain our vitality, still walk with steady steps, still run, laugh, and enjoy life with the youthful spirit of the soul, even though the body bears the marks of time. It is the affirmation that we can still preserve our independence, not rely on others, not live in fear of the days when we can no longer stand on our own, but live with freedom, with the ability to care for ourselves, to decide our own lives, and to write the beautiful pages of life. And above all, it is a commitment that we can still hold on to the joy of living, still find light in days that seem dark, still laugh brightly with our loved ones, still embrace life with all our love and passion, as if age is just a number, incapable of stopping the heart that always yearns to live, yearns to love, and yearns to savor every precious moment life offers. Each meal, therefore, is not just a meal, but a journey, a promise, and a testament that we can still live fully, still be strong, and still be happy, despite all the challenges time brings. Let's start today, right at this moment, when the heart is still beating with hope, when the hands are still strong enough to grasp the opportunity. For each nutritional choice is not just a simple meal, a daily habit that we often take for granted, but a long term journey, a meaningful path that leads us through the challenges of time, where every step is an effort. Every decision is a promise to ourselves that we will not give up. It is a journey of rebuilding strength, day by day, picking up the pieces of health that age has scattered, gradually regenerating muscles, little by little, making the legs steadier, the hands stronger, so that we no longer face helplessness before the stairs or the long roads ahead. It is a journey of regaining confidence each day, a quiet, deep confidence when we realize that our body can still do more than we think, that we can still stand tall, walk, and live with the pride of a soul that refuses to yield. And above all, it is a journey of affirming in every moment that age is just a number, just dry numbers on paper, unable to define our worth, unable to measure the vitality within us, unable to hinder the dreams and aspirations we still hold. Each meal today is a brick in the solid wall of health. Each choice is a declaration that we will not surrender, that we will fight, we will persevere, and we will live fully with all the strength, confidence, and belief that age is just a milestone, and life still has beautiful pages for us to write, smiles for us to give, and love for us to hold on to forever. Start right now. For every second that passes is an opportunity, and every opportunity is worth cherishing for us to live, for us to win, with all the determination and burning love for life in our hearts. It is vitality that gives life meaning, not the cold numbers of age, not the deep wrinkles etched on the face, but the blazing fire in the soul, the constant beat of the heart, the fierce will that continues to burn even as time passes through the years. This vitality is not found in the youth of the body, but is nourished by a spirit that refuses to yield, by the small efforts made each day to stand up, to walk, to love, and to enjoy every precious moment life offers. It is the faint light in the dark days of weakness, the radiant smile when we overcome fear, the overflowing joy when we realize that even when the body is tired, the soul can still soar, can still dream, can still embrace the world with all sincerity and passion. This vitality is a priceless gift forged through experiences, lessons, tears, and smiles, helping us understand that the meaning of life is not measured by age, but by how we live, how we love, and how we leave our mark on those around us. It is the driving force that keeps us searching for joy in the simplest things, the strength that keeps us fighting against all limitations, the affirmation that although time may take many things, it cannot steal the desire to live, cannot extinguish the flame of passion, cannot stop us from writing the new chapters of our life story. Therefore, cherish that vitality, nurture it with love, with hope, and with the choices we make every day, so that life is not just a journey of survival, but a brilliant symphony, where every note is a meaningful moment, every melody is a song of praise for life, and every heartbeat is proof that we are still here, still in love with life, and still giving meaning to our own lives forever.